Thought someone was shooting at me. Oh wait, they are. Oh gosh. Go. We gotta get out of here.
Captain. Captain.
The board is here.
Oh shit.
They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open.
I knew it, man.
I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember.
What?
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs!
That's
I'll
what
take
he
you all
wanted
out
to tell
with
me?
I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? See you soon.
Yeah, so I'm about to just pull up on him.
Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Let me save. I mean sleep. Bet. Matter of fact, do I have that fire rate mod? One second. Barrel magazine and sight. Nice. Level 29. Oh wow, that's really nice. Already. We are ready. This is gonna go really good with the DPS is crazy. It's gonna go really good with that new perk we got. Any subsequent attack made on the same target with TTD does increase damage, 10% damage per subsequent hit. And it's cumulative. Come on now, we're about to do work. We got the red dot on him. We're not sneaking no more, fuck it. Well, maybe we should at the, just at the start, just to get him.
Friend, you just missed it.
What is going on? What was that? Fuck, did they take him or is he dead? Hack. Oh, the corporate pigs. Maybe something's in the pigs. That would make sense. Yeah. Corporate pigs. Okay, I get it. I get it. What's in your secret room? If you are seeing the screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarius. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. The screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the aether. If this is Austin, I prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They tried absolutely nothing, and apparently there are a lot of options. Boulder Dash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists, if only corporate would authorize my request. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newman beg permission from his employers before discovering the three laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. 130 seconds, new record. Most of my subjects lasted 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know. The Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experience before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500. Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. Can I still hear the screaming? Trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating. Can still hear screaming. Psychological toll, significant. On to subject number 13. Lucky number 13. I have always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right, I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I return to work. And I was lucky number 13, huh? What's in the panel? Where is the panel? A secret weapon? We just we just pumping long guns. Alright, let's go to Tartarus. Last mission, huh? Confront Sophia. About to kill that bitch. This is for Hope. This is for the colonists. This is for Halcyon. This is for the future. This is for Sparta. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and DLC such as Peril on Gorgon or Murder on Radanos will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Would you like to save? Nice. Let's do it, boys. Let's do
I
it.
am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as
Jeez,
follows:
more than half.
0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDF
Yeah, surely
corporate
they're
policy.
just not gonna let me in.
You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long would that take?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on sight. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no
What?
mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission
Groundbreaker.
terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Are they here to help me?
I'll be.
Alright, let me get this power nap in before I save the world. Other than that, we're stocked up and ready to go. So I'll just kill. Is that what's going on?
The captain did right by us once. Now it's time. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
Yes. They're helping me. That's what's up, man. Damn. They're actually doing work. What the fuck?
Groundbreaker doesn't need trash like
Let's go. Everyone in the elevator. Wait. Are y'all coming?
Can't let you take all the glory here, bounty hunter.
Alright, let's go then. Oh boy. It's in a volcano? Oh shit. I'm glowing. What's going on? Yeah, I need weapon parts. Okay. Shit.
Who's that?
Target reacquired.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're in here, boys. I'm about to just go straight and then cut. Alright, is that a door or a ladder? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Unauthorized persons. Returning to normal protocols.
This thing is crazy. Oh, N-Ray. That's what that motherfucker was using on me. How much damage?
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Yes. I need to get over there. So cool how they're all helping me. Fuck. I shouldn't have reloaded. Damn it.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
This way, guys. I should shoot his ass.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? fine. He isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Exiting security enforcement mode.
Whoa. I was not expecting him to just shoot me in the head and kill me. Well,
Investigating. Security patrol initiated.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base, counting on it.
jeez. Y'all didn't see that.
Searching for unauthorized. Security.
They're blind, they can't shoot me, right? White chocolate yummies.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but
Nice.
the captain needs our... So, get in there and...
They're all helping me.
No prisoners!
Oh shit.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
Do I?
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. I'm afraid I can't do that. You're a gifted warrior, Captain. You've made your talent for combat abundantly clear. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him.
I wonder what happens if I side
All
with
that's
them.
left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
You're not saving nobody.
In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless loss of life. The only obstacle standing in my way is you. I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon. You could have been my gun. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically. Something.
Oh shit. And I'm sneak. I don't have no heavy weapon or nothing. Well, let's do it. Damn it, I should have brought some hardened. Let's put that on there. What? Where's his weak spot at? That's what I want to know. Alright, this is getting crazy. Right, this is getting ridiculous, man. Nothing has been this hard in this game. And I gotta do everything all over again. What the fuck?
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base. Kill.
Beginning six.
I guess I'll just focus it. The warden, huh?
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, prepare and fight.
Maybe I can kill him off the bat by just going in I'm gonna go in TTE and just aim for his head. Let's put this. Okay. That was actually pretty close. Where's he at? Where's he at? There we go. That was easier than I thought, actually. I just had to focus him. Man, that had my heart pumping. Time for Sophia.
Get me out of here!
Well, Wells.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally over. The board's finished. It's only a matter of time before the entire system slips from their grasp. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2
They've just
years
been
ago,
hiding it.
the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Of course.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Is that the end?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable.
Yeah, there we go.
From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his
Supernova
actions altered
difficulty.
the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation.
Jeez.
Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Though Ellie's tenure on the Unreliable ended sooner than she would have liked, she enjoyed her time there nonetheless. She returned to the Groundbreaker's orbit, where she continued running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. At the Lost Hope Bar, she got plenty of mileage and free drinks out of tales of her adventures with the legendary crew of the Unreliable. Some of them were even true. After being unceremoniously ejected from the crew of the Unreliable, Max, disillusioned, tried to rejoin the OSI, but was defrocked for leaving his post in Edgewater. He lived out his days as a common laborer in a dying company town. After Parvati left the crew of the Unreliable, little was heard from her again. She exchanged occasional messages with Ada, but they were light on details and grew increasingly infrequent. Months later, her name appeared on the manifest of a research vessel that vanished during an unexpected solar storm. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony.
That's what's up.
In the end, Dr. Wells was
I'm
able
glad I
to
helped him.
save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope.
Nice.
Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
That was a good ending. That was a good game. I had fun. I'm ready to move on to the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough.